Shalom family. So one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of herbalists is that they're always in a hurry. They're trying to race through material, watch all the videos, tick off all the boxes on the modules, and just so they can get a certificate to say they're an herbalist. But honestly, I really feel like, are you truly, an herbalist in a holistic sense? It's very easy to say things like herbalism is holistic. It's a mind, body, spirit approach. I mean, it rolls off the tongue, but what does it actually mean in your life or in your practice? And I've noticed that many don't even fully grasp what the essence of holistic is because they don't understand herbs, their bodies, their emotions. They don't understand any of those things on a deep level. They know what an herb can do, but they don't know how it even accomplishes what it does in the first place. Herbs are not tools or just objects that we use. We throw them together and we just hope that it works. We have to start somewhere, but as herbalists, many people know there's something deeper. They know that they're missing something, but they just stick with it because, it's what everyone else does, or, they just want to play it safe. And, honestly, that's why I started, my channel, and I talk about the things that I do, because it's like, if you were doing something wrong, wouldn't you want to know? I definitely would. That's why I talk about African herbalism all the time. It truly is holistic. Every single organ, every single part of the body is interconnected. It's more thinking more in systems and how they all come together. And so I want to take a little moment to explain what it actually looks like, because everyone says be holistic, but they don't actually show you how it looks, or show you in their practice how they think holistically. So I always want to kind of train and kind of teach us so that we can relearn what holistic is and what it actually looks like. So let's start off with a couple examples. Let's think about when we address digestive issues. You shouldn't only focus on, maybe the stomach, but focus on the liver, the gallbladder, maybe your intestines, your colon. Another example I use often is hypertension or high blood pressure. We know that it solely doesn't just affect the heart. It influences all different parts of the body. When the heart struggles to pump blood effectively throughout the body, it strains our kidneys. We can have electrolyte balances, fluid retention, and all the other organs may be getting less blood. It can even lead to stroke, diabetes after a long time, stress, anxiety. Our emotions don't just affect our mind. They have physical consequences that you can see throughout the whole body. It can disrupt the nervous system, of course, but it can impact our digestion. It can weaken our immune system. It can lead to inflammation. So African herbalism is not just about one symptom, but about imbalances as a whole and how they migrate throughout the whole body. Asthma doesn't just affect the lungs. It can strain your heart. It can disrupt your sleep patterns if you're not able to breathe, and of course it'll affect your energy. So we need to really be holistic and not just think about where the problem is now, but what it affected before this and where it's going. All of it is interconnected. So we have to stop going for the thing that's the most obvious, or just trying to put a band-aid on a really deep wound. We want to heal not only just the outside, we want to heal from the inside outward. So we really have to emphasize the root cause of imbalances instead of treating the symptoms. So we have to get back to the source of where herbalism even came from the motherland, from African herbalism. We have to understand this before we can even seek to be herbalists. How are we not understanding the beginning and we're trying to be at the end? It doesn't work that way. And that's one of the big problems with the modern medicine that we have today. We see that it's pretty much a protocol. It's just like a streamline of what you do, and it doesn't look at each person as being different. It doesn't take in the holistic aspect of it, which is what you really need to heal. So it's just symptom management. You'll be on medication for the rest of your life. You'll be going to the doctor for the same issue for the rest of your life until you actually make a change. And as herbalists, we don't necessarily want our clients to keep coming back for the rest of their life, do we? So we have to find a way to address all of the different things that is going on with them. And another part of that is we know that there's racism in healthcare. We know that there's inequalities as far as money, access to different things, and even just a willingness to even believe Black patients. And so by learning these different principles from African herbalism, we're not only making us more educated, but we can also educate our clients, and we can get to the root of even our cultural differences and why we are where we are based on the history. So it's really important to understand the history. If you want to even know what to do in the future, you have to learn from the past. So I talk about this so many different ways because it's so important. It's not the fancy thing. It's not the popular thing. It's not the easy route. And so people don't want to really listen. But if you're an herbalist and you really care about your patients, these are the things that you really need to understand. And so I really want to, my goal is to dive a little bit deeper into what African herbalism is and how it is so different than not only modern medicine, but also the other systems of medicine. It's the only one where it's not based on you having knowledge or skill about herbs. It's understanding. This is when people say, well, how did they know before there were books? This is how they knew before there were books. Because they just use their common sense. They listen to nature. They understand patterns and rhythms, just like we have seasons and cycles. They understand that the body is the same way. When you have an artist, maybe a painter, and they have their little signature. When we have a creator who created everything, there's that signature. So it's not just nature is one way and we're totally different. We're a part of nature. All of us are interconnected. We all make the system, the ecosystem, right? And so our bodies are the same way. And so to understand herbs, we need to understand from the creator's perspective, not from our own thinking, our own reasoning and what makes sense to us. We didn't create herbs. And so we need to understand how to even think about herbs before we approach them. So it's the same way. I feel like a lot of herbalists are very lazy. They want the answers. They don't want to figure things out on their own. They don't want to investigate anything. Well, then you might as well, to me, and I know that it's not a nice thing to say, but you might as well just go ahead and be like all the other herbalists who repeat the same thing and they don't even know what they're saying. They don't get actual results on a consistent basis. They're just hoping maybe this will work, maybe this won't. They got people, coming back multiple times, having negative reactions and all of that. And then they're wondering why, but they're not willing to do anything different. So I'm hopefully trying to let people know that, yeah, there's a better way, and also encourage you and kind of spark a light under you to be the change that you want to see. So many times we're just saying, we need our own doctors. We need our own hospitals. We need our own herb schools. And why is it that you're never the person who's supposed to create those things? So you have whatever you want to see, whatever desires you have that inside of you. But are you being lazy? Are you really giving all of your effort? That's what I want to share. That's what's on my heart today. Because it does get frustrating, and sometimes I feel like people just want me to kind of dumb down and teach them at the level they are, instead of opening up their mind and opening up their horizons and having an openness and willingness to learn how to be different. They say they want, but then they do something totally opposite. So if you've never heard of African herbalism, if you've never even explored it, and you see all the different problems and the health disparities that our community has, and you want to do something about it, it comes with education. It comes with deeper understanding. Not just the surface level, but deep understanding. If you're in the garden, you're noticing you have all these weeds, and all you do is take the weed whacker and just cut them, all you did was prune them. So they're going to come back. They're going to be stronger. They're going to choke out your plants. They're going to come back healthier. They're going to keep coming back. And if you're like, why do they keep coming back? It's because you're on the surface level. You didn't go to the root of anything. You didn't get to the deep. You didn't get to the depths. You didn't pull down deep even within yourself. You went for the easy answer, the obvious answer, and you didn't think about all these other things that, maybe this, maybe that. You didn't ask questions. That's one thing that I say as an herbalist. Don't get in the comments and tell me what herb should I use for XYZ. As an herbalist, if somebody asks you a question about what they should use, if you didn't ask them follow-up questions, you shouldn't be giving them an answer, because you don't have an answer for them. You don't even know enough to be able to give an answer. So hopefully, hopefully in 2024, we'll see herbalists that are actually have unique insights and come up with their own methods and have a new way of teaching other than watch this video, memorize these words, say these terms. This is what it does, but you actually see because you've experienced things. I challenge you to level up in your skills and not just know things, but how do you know them? Why do you know it to be true? The next time someone says they're a holistic practitioner, ask them what it looks like. And how are they different than the other herbalist down the street who says they're holistic too? Challenge your own self to be better. And if you see that you're doing the same thing as modern medicine, well, then you might as well have went and done that. It will be even easier for you. Why quit one profession, as many do, and say they want something deeper, they want to be holistic, but you're still just working based on the symptom that they're telling you. They still keep coming back to you, saying it came back. We have to do better. If we want to see better, we have to do better. And it starts with us. It starts with us. All right, so I'm rambling, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some insights out of it. Let me know what you want to see down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.